I don't think that people really appreciate their parents until they get older. I mean, at least I can say that about myself, and I think it's true of, here in America.
Yeah, I was gonna say in this culture anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that.
Yeah, looking back, I think I only really came to, you know, see all the sacrifices my parents made and appreciate those sacrifices when I went away to college.
Mm-hmm. That's
I'm,
probably when I started appreciating my parents too.
yeah, I mean, now looking back, I can see that my dad, he was always trying to teach me things, and at the time, I couldn't even tell that it was going on. But, now I see there's method to his madness. Like,
Like, what's an example?
all right, well, for example, like on Saturdays, what I like to do was probably what any, little boy used to do. I like to go out, play with my friends, play some baseball or some football or, just hang out with my friends. But my
Right?
dad, on the other hand, he was really strict and he ran a tight ship. I'm telling you, I mean, I think there was this unspoken motto that he had, which was my way or the highway. So
Can
come
see
Saturday
that.
morning, it was time to do some work. And so it was time to spoil the fun I wanted to have.
Right.
So he'd say something like, "Hey, today we have to change the oil on the car. I'll show you how to do it." And I'd be
Oh
thinking,
boy.
yeah, I'd be thinking, "Oh, that sounds like fun." you know? Or like another time he'd say, "Okay, we have to change the brakes today, and I think that I'll show you how to do it this time, and you can do it next time." And I'm sitting there. I must be 11 years old. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to remember how to do this. I'm not going to retain any of it. But sure
Right.
enough, he showed me how to do it, and you know, now looking back, I can see that it was probably something that he wanted to make sure I knew how to do as I grew older, but I didn't really
Sure.
pay attention. I couldn't appreciate it at the time.
Yeah, my dad taught me some things about the car, not as detailed as changing the brakes or changing the oil, but he taught me basics like just checking my fluids, like power steering fluid, um, brake fluid, the oil. At the time, I would dread him teaching me. I wouldn't retain it, I would forget. So he would constantly be teaching me, and I knew it would be this long-winded lecture when I would be wanting just to get in the car and leave, go meet my friends.
Yeah, sure.
But now I appreciate that he taught me how to check my fluids, actually. It's a useful thing to know.
Yeah, there were some things that my father would teach me, like when I was younger, and I did appreciate it. And I mean, like, the one thing that stands out in my mind is learning how to cook. You know, my dad was really good about allowing us to be in the kitchen while he was cooking, because my dad's an amazing cook. And,
Yeah, he is.
when we were growing up, I remember like all my friends and my mom's side of the family, it was only the women who cooked. But
Uh-huh.
from my dad's side of the family, the men totally cooked. I mean, I just said my dad was a great cook. He learned from his father, my grandfather, who was a great cook. My grandfather's brother, my great uncle, he
Hmm.
was a great cook. So it really wasn't a gender specific trait in my family. And I think as a result, uh, we weren't afraid to be in the kitchen, and my father allowed us to. So, and my dad was always good about teaching me how to cook. I mean, I remember this one time, I was a little kid. I must have been 6 years old. I wake up on a Sunday morning, and I go downstairs and I say, "Hey, Dad, can you make me French toast for breakfast?" And I remember him saying something like, "Okay, yeah, I'll make it for you. I'll teach you how to make it, and then the next time, you make it for me."
That's
Yeah,
great.
so I was thinking, this is great. I'm going to be able to make French toast for myself whenever I want. And then, also, I wanted to try and impress my dad, so I wanted to make it for him too.
Uh-huh.
So, that was something, it was a bonding experience with my father and I as well.
Hi, this is Kristen Dodds.
And this is Joe Weiss, and we just wanted to let you know that this material is copyrighted in the year 2008 by Learn Real English LLC. www.learnrealenglish.com com.